Hey Wildcats! This week for online learning, we are going to be learning how to knit with household materials. So we are going to be using some recycled materials to make something that is knitted. It's going to be a lot of fun, so let's get started. Hi Evie. The materials we'll need to knit are yarn or string, a toilet paper tube, some sticks, I'm going to use straws, so anything around that size, tape, and scissors. First, we need to get the toilet paper tube ready, so I got the yarn out of the way, and I'll show you what we are going to do. We need to attach 4 sticks onto the toilet paper tube. I'm going to use straws because they're easy for me to cut, and I had them lying around, so when I cut them in half, now I have 4. We're going to use the tape then to secure them all around one end of the toilet paper tube. Try to make them equal distance apart from each other, not all lined up right in one space. Now that they're attached and secure, we can start knitting. So I'm going to bring back my yarn and take the end of it. I'm going to take the end and place it through the middle of my toilet paper tube, making sure the end comes out on the side that doesn't have the sticks. We're going to leave that yarn hanging off the bottom. That will be the end of our knitted piece. And now I'm going to take my yarn and I'm going to start wrapping it around the straws that I have sticking out. When we wrap it, we're only going to wrap it once and then go straight to the next tube. So it should just loop around one time and then go straight until the next stick or straw, whatever you have, and go on the inside so it's facing the inside of the toilet paper tube. Then we're going to do it one more time so that there are 2 loops around each of the straws. So I have it once, I just needed more string, go straight to the next one, wrap it around one time. It helps sometimes to turn it so that your hand doesn't have to move too much. And then when we are all finished, there should be 2 loops on each stick or straw. We're going to take the loop that is the first one we put on the bottom, and we're going to lift it over the straw and the other loop, leaving the top loop still on the straw. So here we go again. Up and over, leaving the one above it still on there. Taking the one from the bottom, up and over, leaving the bottom one still on. I push them back down to make sure they don't fall off. And again, one more time. And then if it starts to feel loose, you can take the string from below and pull it tight. We keep repeating that process, so there's still 1 loop on our straws. If we wrap it around each of the straws one more time, we have 2 loops again. So now I can lift it up and over, up and over, up and over. Ooh, that one's a little bit tough, but I got it up and over. And then the next one, and then just keep repeating that process over and over again. As you keep going, you should start to see how long your knitted piece is because it should start coming out the bottom of the tube. You can keep going, but I'm going to stop mine here. So I'm going to cut the yarn that I was using, and I'll show you how to end your knitted piece. You're going to take the piece of yarn that you just cut, so the one that's above, and you are going to take each loop off one at a time, making sure you keep the loop there so you can slip the yarn through it and pull it tight. I'm going to do that with each of the loops that are on the straws one at a time so that they don't all fall off or I will lose them. As I moved on to my last one, I just took all of my knitting out of the tube and I'm going to pull the string through the last loop. Now that I'm done, I can decide if I want to wear it for a bracelet maybe and have someone tie it on, or you can use it as a headband. It can be lots of different things. I actually ended up using mine as a cat toy because Evie loved the string. For good measure, if you don't want it to fall apart and you're not tying the ends together, you can take the string and loop it back through to make a knot in each end so that your yarn doesn't unravel. And then if you want, you can just cut off those extra strings. See you next week, Wildcats!